Welcome to another Escape Route stream. Welcome, everybody. At the risk of sounding like Tweak from South Park, all I've been doing today is, so much pressure, so much has been going on with the second channel, but what I particularly want to do this evening is play this publisher opportunity, Cinderia. I've been really interested in this. It's, from what I understand, it's a bit of an action roguelike, a bit of a a Survivors type game. And you know I like my Survivors type games. So I'm excited to give this a go. And then once we're like a level or so in, I'll talk about what's been happening today with Archive Dive, where I am currently, like spiritually, in regards to that. It's been a little bit of a day. Let's put it that way. So let's check out Cinderia. I'm really excited about this one. Thank you very much for the opportunity to play this. I'm excited. Let's have a look at our options. Fairy Tale. I don't know what Fairy Tale does. Oh, you will learn to grow stronger. Oh, interesting. Okay. Maybe we'll look at that in a bit. I found Jesus through old hard drives. It's complicated. When I say it's been a bit spiritual, the hero who appears in you to clear your view and you're too crazy, lifeless, to go with definition for what life is. Let's jump right in. I'm super excited to check this out. I have high expectations. I love the art style so much. Shouldn't you rest a couple more days? I have to go. Then, don't lose the necklace, okay? I'll keep you safe and bring you back. I am going to... Whoa!
The kingdom's border was struck first by plague,
It was?
and then swallowed by floodwaters. People whispered that it wasn't nature's wrath. It was the witch, breathing. The king rode out with his army, through mud, fire, and gathering shadow. And when the witch finally fell, even the night seemed to let out a long sigh.
Even the night was relieved. That's when you know you've messed up as a witch.
They found an infant. End her now, the ministers urged. Yet the king held the child in silence, as if defying fate itself. So she grew up in the palace walls, treated as the king's own daughter.
Aww.
The quiet hope of a broken land, a small, dim light.
Meme companies. Maybe once we're in gameplay, we'll meme company. How's it going, Matzo?
The palace blazed with celebration. The king prepared a grand ball, and the necklace that would name her a princess waited for its place around her neck. But
The subtitles
the
don't match.
moment the crown touched her hair, her blade pierced the king's heart.
No!
Fire climbed over the throne.
No!
And in a single night, light and voices were snuffed out together.
What a heartless witch!
This land carried only one name.
Cinderia.
Cinderia.
I'm very swag. I have to do some lurking. Well, I appreciate you being here. Lurk or no lurk? Right, B for ranged weapon. That's on a time down. Okay, so it's not quite Survivors. It's more sort of like what am I getting here? Diablo? But with like some speed to it. Nice, there's a dash. Hellfire Ember. Absorb. Ah, here we go. Here's our roguelike. Right, each of them are worth 20 taint. When you're attacked, summon shadows to fight back. Less energy, the higher the crit chance. Definitely that one. Ah, and I get an option of which path I want to take. How Hades of you? Let's try this one. An opportunity has arisen. Hold on. An opportunity has arisen. You're gonna take 2 weeks of serious grind. Ooh, well, best of luck to you, Matzo. I hope it works out for you. Easy peasy. Give me that. Money! Loving the art style. 2D elements sort of like popped up like a pop-up book. It's lovely. I wonder if these elements indicate what I'm gonna see. This looks a bit like an hourglass, so... Wonder if that means anything. Okay, they deal damage on death. Oh no, I got hit. And they damage the other one. Okay, that's nice. Fury chain slash, wild slash wave. Kind of getting Isaac. Yeah, I can see Isaac. This helps that it's not like dinge fuck miserable like Isaac is. Okay, the timer on that is pretty long. Have to actually pay attention to that one. It does tell you over your head when the Y has recovered. Which is handy. Fire. Oh, that's a floor trap. Ah, I have to be wary of that. Let's go fire. Oh god. Okay. The green is kind of like a slow. Yeah. Vital strike. Slashers gain +3 crit chance on hit. Slashers have an 18% chance of. Every third thrust hit pulls down lightning. Yeah. Okay. So I've been going to hourglasses when I see them. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, that lightning strike is good. Top 3 games below this one in like this game is Hades 1, 2, and Binding of Isaac. Well, there we go. Predator's Hour. Let out a roar to steal yourself. Summon 3 flying blades. Oh, nice. Yeah. I love this. Even the blades of grass can be destroyed. That's our campsite. Magic card. Pro feather cloak. Lost souls. You steal men's souls and make them your slaves. Perhaps the same could be said about all religion. Nice. I could buy everything. Let's buy everything. Can I equip? I guess it's already equipped. +3 agility. Not liking how low my health already is. Give me that. Yummy! Fire. Go. Ricochet. Knives can ricochet once. Knife throw has a 45% chance to launch 2 extra knives. Let's have knives have a chance to ricochet. Yeah. A chest. Hello, Sushi Sunshine. All right, hold on. Sushi Sunshine, meme companies. What else have we? What else do we need here? Sushi Sunshine.
Sushi Sunshine, Sushi Sunshine, Sushi Sunshine.
絶対知らない。
何これ?
Meme companies.
Meme companies.
Here's one for Draven.
No.
Okay. How's it going on this merry of days, Sushi Sunshine? This game looks fun. It is. I'm really enjoying it so far. I requested a key purely on vibes. Purely on the vibes I got when I saw the page for it. And I'm glad to have been proven right about this game's vibes. It just feels good. It feels as good as I thought it would looking at it. Another campsite. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. Oh, it's a crazy top. I'd like to think it's a dreidel. Dreidel, 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 I made you out of clay. Dreidel, 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 with dreidel I will play. Ooh, boss. Oh no. Am I good? I'm better now than I was, like, 4 hours ago. Ashen Judicator. Oh shit. Oh, there we go. Dead. Not a bad run. I got to the boss on my first run. Saving Spark. Could get some rest. Thanks for the revive, nun. The dead cannot rest. Some sealed the windows, some piled barricades. This thing's a magical residue left behind by the Black Witch. Okay, cool. Drink of the day? I'm currently drinking a Monster Red, White, and Blue Raz. Oh, say, can't you see? By the dawn's early light. Ah, you're back. Teleport nearly scared me to death. This place is pretty nice. I need stones. Okay. We're on the stones! So, I said I was going to bring up Archive Dive once I was into this a little bit. It's a lager, I think. The growth of Archive Dive has been scary. We're growing a bit quickly, and it scares me a little bit. Growth is good, but perhaps I have been growing in the wrong direction just a little bit. My concerns are that I've allowed myself to lose track of ethics and accountability. Basically, what gives me the right to poke through people's deleted content? And the answer is nothing gives me that right. So the plan is to just stop that. cross slash at the end of your combo comes out faster and deals 36 times 2 base damage. Right, okay. Choose a passive ability. Choose an upgrade on magic ability. Yeah. So I've been good at doing that, right? But I still don't really have a right to go through other people's personal information and data. Owning a hard drive doesn't give me a license to go through people's deleted stuff. So I'm going to change the approach so that, you know, I can acknowledge the existence of that material and then say, you know, this was what was left on it. I've shredded it. And then that way, I'm not benefiting from the personal information of other people who I do not have the permission to have. Right, yeah, I'm very respectful in what I show, and that I think is what's managed me to, you know, that's what's managed to keep me out of trouble so far. But as Archive Dive grows in size and attention, there will be naysayers, there will be more eyes on the content, and the eyes of people who necessarily don't understand that what we're doing is not sensationalist, it's not, you know, perverse and voyeuristic. So it's about approaching data archaeology the right way. The last thing I want to do is get in trouble because, you know, I'm breaching GDPR by having someone's, like, medical information or, you know, their credentials or stuff like that. There's stuff I have absolutely no right to look at. Even if I don't share it, I have no right to look at it. Yeah, exactly. So that's a perfect example, Sushi, of, like, the direction I'll be taking it is the things that are designed for public consumption is the stuff that's absolutely fine to show. If something was made for public consumption, then, you know, I can show it. If someone has an episode of Faulty Towers, I can acknowledge they have an episode of Faulty Towers and show footage of it, right? But, you know, if it's someone's, like, holiday, you know, I have to be very sort of respectful about how I approach that, because it's right. I wouldn't want someone to broadcast footage of me without my consent, right? So I totally get it. And that's why I think sticking to things that were intended for public consumption is better, because it clears me of responsibility. If I come across something private, then I need to shred it. I need to secure overwrite. And so long as I do that, nothing has really changed about data recovery. I just don't want to give anybody easy ammunition against me. And that's ultimately what it boils down to. Is I don't want to give people easy ammunition against me. I've always been sensible. I've always been, you know, careful with what I show. I understand that there have been ethical issues, and I'm taking the steps to correct that. Which is all that can really be expected of someone, is to learn from their mistakes and do better, right? Execution. Cleave enemies ahead with a heavy strike. Coat your weapon with poison. For the next 4.25 seconds, all melee attacks apply 2 poison stacks. If I could poison bosses, it'll be worth it. So I think, in a way, Sushi will get what Sushi wants a little bit more of, and that's like VHS tapes, obscure video games, obscure like CD-ROMs, you know, that sort of thing. Like, Archive Dive will be more sort of your place for my space. Right? Like Windows XP stuff, and less someone's private photos and you know, intimate stuff. Although I've always been good at like not providing that, I think it's important to really sort of make a distinction, because you know, I've got a fair few comments on that recent Archive Dive video that are along the lines of, you know, what gives you the right to go through that person's, you know, belongings? You know, you wouldn't like it if they did the same to you. And you know what? You're right. There is an ethical concern and quandary there. Something I should have, you know, considered. Upgrade a passive ability. Open a chest. I have idea, but probably most, if not all, are already in the hands of people who know. If it's something that could be good for Archive Dive, do let me know. Dev kits, right? So dev kits are an interesting one, because for the longest time dev kits were fine, and then recently Sega went on an absolute tirade against a guy for having dev kits. Even though he had acquired them, you know, off eBay and paid for them, you know. Sega basically used the police as their own bitch to like screw some guy over. Bulk by those specific models of hard drives. Yeah, there's going to be a GDPR issue no matter how you look at it if it's confidential material that belongs to a company. But in that case, I would go through someone like video game preservation, because then they can advise on the correct approach. Once it's in their hands, they can advise. They will have access to these certain benefits that I don't. It doesn't look like I can poison stack the boss. Oh, wait, no, I can. Oh my god! Wow. I feel like I made exactly the same progress as before. Yeah, I think things like the Alton Towers photos, it's if I am completely following the letter of what is ethical, stuff like the Alton Towers trip would be not suitable in the future. I have no intention of taking down any videos that are currently out. I will if people in those videos ask for them to be taken down. Absolutely. Because although I have sort of like performed an ethical no-no, the law on this is kind of in a grey area. I haven't revealed any information that can put those people in danger, in harm's way, get them in trouble with the law, harm their reputation, anything like that. It's a tricky one, right? Someone's video on holiday and they're taking a photo of wild animals in a zoo. It's like, yes, they both have the same sort of like ethical quandary, but you know, one is like photos of them in a zoo, and another one is like them in like an intimate situation. Obviously, they both have the same ethical quandary, but you know, one is way worse than the other. Like, I don't want to make excuses for sharing, you know, content. But like, I believe that you can make a case for things like the Alton Towers photos, the lady at the Australian Zoo. You can make a case for, but maybe the photos where they're all on a cruise ship is maybe a bit more an area where perhaps I should have considered. Maybe I should have considered maybe erring on the side of caution. Like I've said, if anybody is in those photos and they you know, they don't want the video up, you know, I'm more than happy to adhere to that. Oh, we've got an emergent gameplay where where a partner character has shown up. Yeah. The line can be defined by intimacy, but it can also be defined by whether or not there is like a concern in regards to medical information, something that could be used for the sake of fraud, sort of sensitive business information, that sort of thing. This feeling is really spurred on by... Aww. This feeling is really spurred on by, like, comments that were made today by viewers on the second sex challenge video. And they have a valid point. Perhaps some of them worded it in a way that is, you know, incredibly personal and hurtful. And, you know, I don't engage with people who comment with, you know, vitriol. But they have a point in regards to, you know, just because I bought a hard drive, that doesn't mean I own the data that's on it. If it enters a realm of sensitivity. So it's alright, for the next couple of weeks, for the next 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks, Archive Dive will focus on things that are, you know, either, you know, what you can do to improve your data security, what you can expect from me in terms of like development and growth, maybe contents of VHS tapes, or maybe I will pull my thumb out and do the Pixeline video, because I mean the script is all done. I've recorded the, you know, the entirety of the audio for it. I think the Pixeline video in particular would show that Archive Dive is more than just like let's see what we could have a wank on this person's hard drive, you know, like I feel like the Pixeline video will actually make it clear that we're there out of curiosity, we're there to learn. No, not a Pixeline VHS. That would be good, wouldn't it? If that existed. No, a full-on, it's a full-on documentary on Pixeline's inception, edutainment in Denmark, that sort of thing. Is it like 4,000 words? Video's gonna be about 50 minutes long. That will certainly like drive home the like the reality of Archive Dive not being, you know, sensational. Let's see what Mr. and Mrs. Jacobs get up to, you know. It'll actually show that there's, you know, an educational sort of learning curiosity angle to Archive Dive. Hey, Johnny! How's it going, Johnny? Wild Throw. High spirits. When energy is above 60%, melee attack 35%. All your cross slashes are guaranteed to hit critically, but damage is reduced by 30%. That's shit! Your critical damage is reduced by 40. Malaise. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I am enjoying this as much as I was expecting to. This is fantastic. It's got great pacing to it. But I do also feel like I'm getting my ass kicked by bosses. Let's go. What do we got? Split. Concealment. Remove kick from your combo. All other attacks get 6% extra damage. It's worth it. You having problems with Git? Well, you better get good. I have trouble with Git because my website is basically powered by GitHub, and I have no end of trouble with updating the hub. Yeah, I've already. Phases to this shit, I've just noticed. Ah, get a little bit further each time. Gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. You're so 2008. You're so 2000 and late. Let's go see Rivet. Cauldron. What's that do? Charm shards. Survive fatal damage. In each hunt with 10 gold. Increase item slots. Recover health after each room. Yes. Let's try Rivet. Let's go. Yabi, would you watch a Japanese VHS tape? Yes. 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 I would watch a VHS tape in another language. Absolutely. In fact, I have one. I think. Is it actually in another language or not? I have a tape about the Nissan Skyline GTR, but I think it might actually be in English. I think it's Japanese or Chinese. I'm not sure. When a cannonball deals damage, nearby enemies take splash damage. Let's do it. Item... Passive ability. You should be able to tell easily if it's Japanese or Chinese. I don't remember. I don't remember if it was in another language or not. Let's check. Let's check. I think it'll be in video VHS. No, I recorded it some time ago, so it might not be in VHS. Not unless it's in... I might put it in projects with pillage the pile stuff. Junk tape lotto, no. KV raw, no. MP4. Video. Knowledge of the pile. VHS asset. I don't have it on hand. I thought I did, but I don't. I've definitely backed it up somewhere. The question is where. And off the top of my head, I'm not sure where. I just want it would be with the pillage the pile stuff. Junk Team Lotto, MKV Raw. DVD. Like, it's wherever my rip of the Dragon Ball movie is, because I ripped the Dragon Ball movie as well. VCR test. 8 gigabytes. No, that's rewinding. No. No, I can't find it off the top of my head. I know for a fact I've recorded this particular tape, and I'm not sure where it is now. Sworn it would be in VCR test, and it's not. It's not in videos either. Yeah, don't know where it is. I'll have to have a dig around for it. I know I'll still have the capture somewhere. I just don't know where. German ads? I'm up for adding German ads to the BRB screen. Different language ads than just Japanese. I'm happy to branch out, just because so many of the Japanese ads, you know, people have uploaded them to Content ID and claimed they own them, which has made, you know, It's always a nightmare to go on the BRB screen now, because, like, I don't know if they've stolen that ad or not. If we have German ads, that means we can have Harby Mansion! Advertising... Well, actually, if he's advertising cigarettes, maybe not. Because YouTube can be funky about that. Forge vigorously. Camp and fire. Fire. Yeah, I'm just thinking more just like... What I'm always worried about is me being the one that gets made the example of. I'm always worried about that in particular. Conductive, bash in your combo also triggers chain lightning. Tumble cooldown. Yeah, to right it shouldn't be me. But knowing my luck it will be. That's why I panic. The thing I'm worried about most with, like, Archive Dive, for example, is upsetting the wrong people. So who's making an example of me? Nobody yet. That's the thing. All it takes is one. I know it's paranoia, but it's... It's better to keep my nose clean. Otherwise, other people will clean it for me, you know? That's a Crabble Snitch original. Money. Chest. You finally got it to open! Wahey! I installed some software on the XP laptop yesterday. Some 3D software designed to make 3D gift cards. And I loaded up a gift card template. And it took about 3 minutes to load this gift card template. And I thought, I have no idea why it's taking so long. This is a 2014 spec laptop with, you know, a decent integrated graphics. There's no way software from 2006 should be running like shit on this. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers on Archive Dive and the correct number of watch hours, which I think we'll be close to anyway, we'll be able to live stream on that channel again. Thanks, YouTube, for taking that functionality away. So I figure that that we can bring the Windows XP live streams back under Archive Dive. Because by midnight tonight, don't jest. Cannon battery, lightning rod. Pussycat. Gain the Wildcat's blessing. I figure we can bring the Windows XP streams back, right? That gives us an opportunity to do not just like video games, but like Windows XP software, you know, PowerPoint, old Japanese software, the MySpace disk, you know, Internet Archive, adjacent stuff for like XP and old systems. Stuff you can't really demo on like modern operating systems. You can on like the era appropriate laptop. It pains me because, what's our malaise? Damage, critical damage reduced by 40. It pains me because we were at, like, 460 when I went to bed last night. That growth is unreal, unusual, uncomfortable. And I know that people will look at me and go, like, literally this time last week, you were complaining that Archive Dive wasn't growing fast enough. Yeah. It's Goldilocks, alright? We've had Archive Dive growing too slowly. Now we've had Archive Dive growing too quickly. So now can we have Archive Dive growing at the right speed? I don't like that of all the videos that's taken off, it's like the Sex Challenge Volume 2. Because it's kind of given people a skewed impression of what Archive Dive is like. Use of passive ability. Shop. Shop! There's nothing left to do than shop till I drop. Finishing Blast. 5 Grimoire pages. Bouncing Flashbang. Okay. Oh my god. Stop moving around, you bollock head. bollocks. Unbelievable. Wow, let's look at this. You were shivering when you came back. Did that night's charge catch you again this time? Yee. Rebirth. All stats +4 for the first 3 battles. Let's give it another shot. There's a Japanese music about punk. There's a Japanese magazine about punk music called Bollocks. I love it. That's lovely, because, you know, Buzzcocks, isn't it? That's great. I love that. Leave a trap in the original position when rolling. Rapid fire cannon. Okay, cool. Oh, nice! You're famous, that's what it is. They're like Sushi Sunshine 2000. Wait, we've heard of him.
Sushi sunshine, sushi sunshine, sushi shine.
絶対知らない。
何これ
It's that Manami Momochi benefit that you have by being a Momochi fan. Things open up for you. Opportunities present themselves. That gun is pretty powerful. That's the 14th second of battle. Where's my turrets? There we go. I want to go ranged for the boss, you see. Yes. That's a build. We're getting somewhere. Yubby. I know this is wishful thinking, and it might be crazy, but think it's possible you might find a VHS tape of British English dub of something like Super Sentai series or Kamen Rider? I think those sorts of things are probably in the hands of collectors. These things are probably in the hands of collectors, right? That's what I'm thinking. If they do exist. Like the Doraemon British English dub and that sort of thing. At this point, I'll settle for someone's TV recording of 3 a.m. my TV, you know? Is that a playable cat? No. Yeah. Oh no, it's just following me. Fire. That would be great, wouldn't it? When did I befriend a cat? Barrage. Yeah, weird adverts, that sort of thing. I don't want people to think that, you know, Archive Dive is a one-trick pony. That it's all just hard drives. There's way more to it than that. And anybody that's, like, based their impression of the channel entirely on that is, quite frankly, someone whose opinion I can disregard. That's why the late night television recordings are great, because they're way less likely to have been stopped to avoid the ad breaks, right? You'll get it. That will show up one day, Sushi, in, like, the most, like, obscure of places. Like, I would say you've got a good chance of that showing up, like, if you made, like, a Reddit post about it. I feel like there would be a good chance. That's what I thought. I like that that's an option. That I can do that. Right, okay. Fuck this guy. It's time we finally kill him. Take that, Baron della Muerte. Yes. The gun is pretty amazing. Gun is pretty amazing. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Flamethrower, blast canister. Flamethrower. Whoa! Fun. Oh, I love this. Welcome, Inuyuki Hacker Show. How's it going? How's it going, Inu? Dynamite Kyuto, Inu! Big coin purse. Sure, why not? It's going alright. Love to hear it. I wonder if I get to unlock shortcuts to areas like in Spelunky. Passive. Four-0 England at the half. What? Hold on, what? 4-0 at half-time? That's ridiculous. England really doesn't want to be fourth. Magic card. Three lines on a shirt. It's coming. "30 years of hurt. Try 60. I care as much as I have to, given the nature of my job, but, football's football, innit? Rocket ejection. Thunder hammer. Thunder! Football's boring. It's coming. "30 years of turds." It's not even a massive amount of health. That's the annoying thing. Fire. Exit card. Come on, England. Where was that teamwork versus Argentina? Damage up. Back in goals. Come on, you Muppets. Money. Come on, England. Come on, our girls. With pleasure. I'm sure Jupiter versus Uranus would be fun to watch, because that would at least be like galactic football. Wasn't that a cartoon? Dead. Oh, I got revived with half health. I forgot I had that. But it's over. Dead. Okay. There's a sound effect. Looping. It probably shouldn't be. The boss is still doing its special attack. Okay. Switch back to Rue. Push, 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 push. Ah, there we go. We'll make this the last run for today, just because I want to be in bed by midnight. Poison Blade Storm, Hell Chain Binding. 3 knives. Blade Dance, Shadow Keeper, Shadow Chase. This way. I'm feeling sort of relaxed now after, like, the sort of crisis of conscience that I had earlier today. And then going to work on basically nothing in my stomach and nothing left in my ass. I feel, you know, a lot better now than I did much, much earlier. I'll tell you what helped. Peanut Punch. You'll ever have Peanut Punch? Well, to be fair, that depends on whether or not you can have peanuts or if you're allergic. Peanut Punch is like peanut flavor milkshake. I was not a believer in Peanut Punch until Garlops put me onto it. And that Peanut Punch really helped today. I bought a carton of Peanut Punch. And that sorted me right out. That was protein, sugar, fats, you know. So my body was just ready for it. That picked me up no end. Yeah, just like that. Except these are slightly bigger ones with a twisty cap. Max health plus 10. Sounds good. Problem with a game like this is like it's a high energy game. So, you know, an RPG I can sit there and play 3 hours and like not feel the time. But this, because you're constantly having to think, like it's more mentally draining. I can see this game as a, oh, let's have one run game. But anything more would like take up a whole evening. What the fuck? I switched to mobile and picture-in-picture is showing the two-factor authentication prompt, not the stream video. Interesting. When I was at work earlier and I was briefly checking out the archive dive situation, I got a temporary warning show up on the sex challenge video, and I couldn't get it to pop back up. I wondered if YouTube has applied some sort of label to it. But I couldn't get it to repeat, so I don't know. But that, you know, naturally freaked me out. I didn't catch what it was, because, like, I clicked right through it, because I wasn't expecting to see it. And I'm hoping it was just, like, a, which of these brands have you seen advertised on YouTube recently, kind of pop-up, and not actually a, this video contains blah blah blah, are you sure you want to watch? I've actually been just a little bit too scared to log into the Archive Dive account since coming home and sort of look at like the performance of the video in the studio. I kind of don't want to think about it until, like, tomorrow when I wake up. Maybe I'll think about it then. Cracked bird egg. Frost riff. Ooh, different boss for stage 1. Fucker. Kill 20 enemies with poison. Achievement unlocked. Yeah, take that. I used up my revive though. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm feeling that tiredness creeping in now. I'm glad I made that promise in advance. Each cake eaten reduces movement speed by 2% and attack by 1. Yeah. It's been one of those days, and my body is basically running on almost empty. I basically ejected contents all of this morning and then barely eaten enough and drank enough since. Definitely one thing I would add to this is the ability to dismantle an item. It's just one of those days, makes you want to shit your insides out. Consistently. It's all about the he sprays, she sprays, lake shit. Got the screaming squids. They won't quit until you leave them with an ass strip. Didn't somehow get the diarrhea lettuce parasite, did you? No, but it's that kind of reaction. To be fair, I went to a restaurant last night, so, you know, there was... No, I ate food that was richer than what I would normally eat, right? And that has an effect, but I think what's more sort of happening was just fear and, you know, concern regarding the growth on growth of archive dive. Okay, passerby. Or event. Uma. Restore 40 health. Purify a taint into a blessing. Eating cake grants 1.5% attack. Oh, cool. That's neat. Just the way it falls that I'll be out of work for a week and then I'm in like 3 days in a row, which is what's happening. You know, today, tomorrow, Monday. Go. Echoes of Death. Grand Sweep. Let's upgrade a... There might be cake at the shop. Let's get some money. Cake. Oh. Yeah, I can believe it. Argentina. Vardsay. Because they rely on VAR, didn't they? Was it video action replay? Video referee? Nobody wants to be fourth place. Like, it's understandable. Cake. Okay, it's time to die. Verbally abusive referee. That's what I thought VAR stood for. Blah. I got a level with you. I do not have the energy for another one tonight. She wants a room. Okay, witch, you get a room. Magic mirrors seem to carry the witch's will. Alright, take care, Sushi. Soldier. Well, that was Cinderia. It's in early access. Absolutely fantastic, but a very tiring game to play, like a real energy sapper, on top of the day I've had and the less than stellar health I've had today. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna go. Immensely enjoyable. Thank you very much, keymailer, for the opportunity to play this one. I could tell just by look it was up my alley, and it did not disappoint. It's very worth checking it out. It's in early access now, and I think it's going to be in early access for about like a year. Right, until next time, if we live that long, take care. Bye-bye for now.